Welcome to Sacred Shaking. Thank you so much for being here. So today we will start in a seated position and I will guide you along the way. So if you'd like to make yourself comfortable in a comfortable seat, and once again, welcome, 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 and thank you for trusting me as your guide today. And because I'm recording this, it would be very helpful if you could remain on mute, and please know that I am holding space, and I've created a beautiful grid for us this morning to practice in. And yeah, it's just going to be a wonderful journey. So making your way to your mat, finding yourself in a seated position. I like to have my legs crossed with my right leg in front. And we'll just take some time to ground in this morning with a little bit of movement to open the body and a little bit of breath work. So finding your comfortable seat, legs crossed if that feels good for you. Draw length through your spine. Start to relax your shoulders. And then come into awareness of your physical body. If it feels good to take a soft eye gaze, you can lower your eye gaze. If it feels good to close the eyes, you might like to close them now. And start to scan your body from head to toe. Notice how you have arrived this morning. How does your physical body feel? Just tuning in to those areas that feel good today. Just noticing them, welcoming those areas into the practice. And tuning into the areas that are perhaps a little tighter, holding on to tension. Also calling those areas in. And just feeling into your whole body now. Placing awareness behind your breath. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your breathing as you observe your breath, breathing your body. Notice if you can breathe in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Full deep inhalation, long smooth exhalation. 3 more grounding breaths, bringing you to awareness of the present moment, as the breath is always in the present moment. One more deep breath now. Take an inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh your breath away with an exhaling ha sound. Bring your hands to your heart space and connect to your intention for arriving to your practice today. My intention is to hold space, to share shaking, medicine or sacred shaking, which is hygiene for the nervous system. So bringing us into recalibration, a resetting of the nervous system. Holding the space with the highest. And as we drop into the practice now, I encourage you to tune into your body and your body's intelligence. And including into your intention the trust of the wisdom body, Perhaps saying to yourself, I trust my body now. I trust the intelligence of my wisdom body that will come through in this practice today. And just really tuning into how that feels in this moment. And know that whatever you have arrived with, all aspects of you are welcome. This is a safe place for your practice. In our shaking medicine, we stir things up. Our natural state of being is where we are most comfortable, most healthy, most vital. So we're asking our organs, our systems, our whole intelligence of this human and divine body to come into equilibrium, homeostasis. And as that happens, there can be natural bodily functions, burping, laughing, farting, arousal, emotions. So allowing yourself to go through the full spectrum of what is on offer in your unique practice today. It is now time to sweep the arms up overhead, bring the palms to touch. Look up to your palms if that is accessible to you. Big inhale, exhale, bring the hands down through the center, through the heart space. Allow your right fingertips to rest beside you. Inhale as you sweep your left arm up. Exhale as you reach over to your right side. Open the side of your heart. Lengthen out of your hips. Allow the side body to open up. Breathe. No holding of the breath. Inhale, come back through center, sweep up. Let the left fingertips touch the mat. Let the right arm sweep up towards the sky, and as you exhale, reach over to your left side. Lengthening through the side waists, opening the heart, side of the heart. Anchoring down through the sitting bones, breathing, no holding of the breath. Let us flow with the breath now. The inhale rises up. The exhale sweeps over to the side. Working in your range of motion, nothing forced, nothing strained. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, other side. Find your rhythm here, a few rounds of breath, your inhale and your exhale guiding you. This is a deeper connection to your breath now, guiding you and supporting you in this practice. One last round on each side. Beautiful inhales and exhales. Coming into the center. If you have your legs crossed, change the cross of the legs, so other leg in front now. And take your right arm across your body, so your right hand is holding your left knee. Inhale, sweep your back arm up and reach over that front right knee. Lengthening through the side waists, opening with a little bit of a twist, and breathing into the ribs. Take an inhale to come up. Let your top hand rest behind you. Lengthen your spine to inhale, and as you exhale, there's a gentle twist to your left side. Breathe into your ribs. Breathe into the front of your heart. Breathe into the back of your heart. Fully connecting to your heart space in its circumference as you create more space by breathing and softening into your body. One more breath here. On your exhale, unravel to the front. Let your left hand swing all the way around to your right knee. We're on the other side. Your backhand is going to reach up as you inhale and exhale, folding over towards your left knee now. Opening up, reaching, creating space, breathing. Inhale, reach up, rise up. That backhand rests down on the floor, on your mat. Lengthen your spine to inhale. Exhale, there's a twist to your right side. Your upper thoracic spine is finding the twist. Nothing forced or strained. Simply resting here with 3 deep conscious breaths. Creating space in the body to receive the shaking, the practice of sacred shaking, the harmonizer for the body, bringing our nervous system hygiene into front and center today as we bring more vitality to our life. On your next exhale, unravel to the front. Take a big inhale, sweep both arms up. Palms to touch, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands come down into the heart space. Finding yourself now moving into a tabletop position, stacking your hands and knees onto your mat. Wrists can be under shoulders, knees under hips. A few rounds of cat-cow, bringing full awareness to our spine. Inhale, sitting bones rise. We lengthen out of the lower back. Open the heart, eyes are forward, cow pose. Exhale, curl the tailbone. Ripple through the spine, each facet joint until the crown of the head bows down to the earth. Cat pose. Let your breath guide you now. Inhale is to lengthen the spine, open the heart. Spinal extension. Exhale is to curl and round, spinal flexion. This is where you really get to connect with your body, preparing the nervous system now for a deeper practice. The central nervous system has 41 pairs of nerve endings and 31 of them attached to the spine. To really find your flow here. And as you're moving through your cat-cow, if there's areas that it feels like you're skipping over, you might like to breathe a little deeper in those areas, move a little slower, and allow the facet joints of the spine to open up, to move energy, to receive this practice. One more round of cat-cow. And then we're going to go into some intuitive movement. So allow your body now to guide you. Your body might guide you into a circular motion. Your body might guide you into a rocking motion. There might be a snaky cat or a dancing bear kind of motion. And this is an opportunity to drop out of the thinking mind and into the feeling body. Just allowing your body to take you wherever it feels good. Maybe there's a releasing feeling, a stretching feeling, a sensation of letting go. No need to look like anything specific. Just simply moving, breathing, connecting, and allowing the intelligence of the body to come through. Another 5 breaths here. Really just tuning into any non-linear movement that feels good. Sounds are welcome. This is your opportunity to fully release any stagnant energy, anything that is stuck or that wants to arise and release itself today. Coming back to tabletop position, step your hands one step forward from your shoulders. Now, if there's anything going on with your body today, you're welcome to stay in tabletop or come with me into one downward facing dog. Curl your toes under at the back. Inhale, breath. Exhale, send your hips up to the sky. Root your palms down, soften through the elbows, lift the hips high. Start to soften through the knees. Bring full awareness to this inversion, toning the heart muscle and moving energy. Anything that doesn't need to be here is rolling off your body, and our Earth Mother Gaia is happy to hold it for you. Notice if you can walk your dog, let your right heel press down into the mat and your left knee softens. Now alternate. Left heel presses into the mat, right knee softens. We're just opening all the joint spaces to receive the shaking. Just keep walking the dog or stillness. If you are on hands and knees, you can extend that leg out to the back to also open up through the back of the leg and the joint spaces, the ankle and the toes. 3 more breaths here. And as the music is guiding us, it is time to start to move. So we're going to walk the feet up to the hands. Find yourself stepping up to your hands, feet as wide as your hips, under your hips. Hands may be touching the floor, hands may be dangling. And take a moment for your spine to waterfall out of your pelvis. Bend through the knees now, and with a little bit of a bounce in the knees and a bounce through the arms, a little bit of a shake through the wrists, we're rising up. We're rolling up, rising up. And we're starting to welcome and invite in a beautiful shake. You're standing now on your mat. Let's start to really move that energy now that we've opened up our joint spaces. We're bending into the knees. We're releasing through the wrists. It's like a bounce and a let go. Start to invite the elbows in. So ankles, knees, wrists, elbows. We are voluntarily shaking our body now. We are saying, hey body, come along for the shaking ride. Let the shoulders get involved. Imagine you're one of those really enthusiastic dancers where you get to shake your shoulders, shake your booty, and start to let all the joint spaces really release now. Maybe the hips want to wiggle side to side. Woo. Okay. Now we can start to play around with balancing on one leg. Getting a little shake, twisting action. Remember how we used to twist? Or maybe I'm showing my age. So whatever feels really comfortable for you right now. It's going to be like shaking on one leg, like a dog leg over here. Shaking on the other leg. Maybe we get the knees knocking. Another one of these, this used to be like a dance back in the day. Maybe get your own little unique style on, get a little wriggle, and then really shake it out in the hips. So now we're going to step it wider as we shake it out in the hips. We really want to get down into the hip joints and start to sink the tailbone lower as you shake in your hips. Your knees can be in kind of a horse stance, or you can really open up through the knees and send them over the toes. Whatever feels comfortable for your body. Keep that shake going. Notice if the shake is in the upper body. Shake your hair, shake your jaw. Let it go. Okay, reach it up like a star. Inhale, sink it down, stick your tongue out. Bend at the elbows, lion's breath. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Last one. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. and hold. Staying here in this goddess or horse stance. Maybe you can feel the energy moving around you. Maybe you can feel your muscles. So in shaking, we work with a bandwidth of tensing, which fatigues our muscles. So as the muscles let go, the tremor mechanism can switch on. Now we are born with this tremor mechanism. It is our innate primal healing system. So it really knows what to do. So a little longer, we're going to just press down through the heels, sink the pelvis, and just feel the muscles supporting us in this pose. And now slowly rise up. No escaping the pose, just micro rising up out of this shape. Maybe there's a little wiggle or a vibration. That might be the first sign of your tremor mechanism switching on. Lovely. Now for this song, we've got a few minutes to come up out of that shape and really get moving. We are going for it now. This is us shaking our bodies, moving, tiring out those muscles. Find your rhythm, find your silliest movement that you can bring today. Your inner child's coming to play. Woo! There's no right or wrong. Get the whole body involved. Use your whole space. Remember, you don't have to look like anything. This is just you releasing and having a good time. So I encourage you to really go for it. This is our opportunity to have a play and a dance and a jump and a wriggle and find those different rhythms in the song that speak to you and go for it. Woo! Okay, one last shake it out. Go, 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 go. Don't stop. You got this. Woo! And slowly letting it release. And notice how you feel. Woo! And now we go again. So in the shaking medicine, we encourage to stop and start. So when we stop, we self-regulate the breath. Just notice how we feel. Is there a difference from how we felt before? And we go for one more shake. So go for it. Give yourself an opportunity to stop and self-regulate, or keep shaking if you've already had a rest. Woo! Whole body gets involved. Yeah. Woo! Beautiful. Let your body guide you. Maybe this is the most fun you're going to have today, so go for it. Woo! Remembering, if you need a rest, you can self-regulate. That means you just take a pause. You feel into the stillness and notice what happens for you. Whew, we're nearly there. Not that we're trying to get anywhere. Woo! Yeah. Love letting go. I love letting loose because I know how good I'm going to feel pretty soon. Woo! Yeah! All right. This is our last time that we're really going for it. Woo! Make sure you've got your whole body involved. No part of the body left unturned, as they say. No stone left unturned. Okay. Starting to slow down. Woo! All right, we're coming back to standing. Coming back to that place where we're standing with our feet under our hips. Just allow your hands to rest by your sides. Feel into what's happening for you. Notice there's energy moving around your body. Notice if you've stirred up any emotion. Sometimes nausea can be present. And just keep noticing. Take an inhale breath, sweep your arms up towards the sky. This is pulling down the heavens. Exhale as you shower yourself with your own energy, your own love, your own light. Keep doing this as a self-regulation practice and letting go, exhaling. We're going to take 2 more of these, pulling down the heavens. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to let go. One last one. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to let go. So this is how we self-regulate as we now go into placing our hands onto our heart. Tuning into that mantra, that statement, that intention, where you trust your body. So I trust my body's intelligence, I trust the wisdom of my body, and I'm ready for my primal healing mechanism to bring me more joy, more vitality, more radiant health. So as you release your hands now, you're going to sit into your imaginary chair, sending your hips back as you sit into your chair. Tense your muscles, make a fist, really feel your arms strong. Imagine you were going to ski down a slope. Every muscle is engaged to support you, really activating through the core, drawing the belly in, ribs can wrap in. All muscles are holding you here as you really tense into the muscles, meaning activating the muscles so they support you. But the one thing we're not holding is our breath. We're breathing through this. And now slowly start to release the muscles as you slowly rise up out of your chair. And this unfurling of the muscles, this letting go, invokes that shake or that jolt or that inner vibration. It might be so subtle. We're moving so slowly. I'm not even standing yet. And there's a vibration coming through. That's your tremor mechanism, your healing system. So we're going to play around here with shaky chair. As you sink into your knees, you sit back, tense your muscles. We're playing with the bandwidth of tensing. How much activation can we get into the body, supporting us in this shape? And then when you feel ready, you start to let go. The muscles slowly unwind from the activity. And you slowly start to rise up out of your knees into a standing position. And this is where you might sense something happening for you. Now, if it's not happening for you, notice your thought pattern. Notice how much you're in your mind, your negative self-talk. Just keep honoring your body. Keep sinking into that trust, that knowing that the intelligence is there and you're making space for this mechanism to come through. So as you're in your chair pose, maybe you want to let go of the tensing because you found a shake. When you're in that zone of a little bit of a something, of a tremor or a quiver or a vibration, stay there. Be curious. And just start to feel into the angle of the pelvis. Maybe sending the pelvis slightly forward turns on the healing system. Maybe sending the pelvis slightly back is better for your body. So there's different pelvis angles. There's depth and range of motion. And there's activating the muscles. So this is your opportunity here to really explore shaky chair pose without any mental language that is going to inhibit you from fully dropping into this shape. So showing yourself some kindness, kind thoughts, kind words, and holding yourself with kindness, especially when the full spectrum of emotions is wanting to come up. You know, we've been suppressing instead of releasing for many, many years. So now that you're saying to your body, hey, let's do this, it's okay, there might be some time where the resonance and the coherence of the nervous system takes some time to activate and to switch on. So wherever you are now, we're in shaky chair pose, following the rhythm of what your body is offering you. And you might find that from this shake, there might be swinging or circular motions that happen. This is all energy. Your body is recalibrating. So we don't need to know. We just allow. And this is that sense of allowing, is when we let go of needing to know what's happening and drop into the feeling that is right here in this moment and open the space for that to unfold. That is when the magic happens. So keep breathing, keep holding that sense of curiosity as we explore shaky chair for another 5 breaths. Remember, sounds are welcome. Your body's natural functions are going to perhaps activate, burping for releasing, yawning, any kind of bodily function that is natural might start to surface at this moment. So from shaky chair now, we roll forward, hanging over our legs, finding this hanging shape. Maybe the shake is still in the legs, it might be transferring to the spine or the hips, or the neck and shoulders, or the arms. So shaky hanging monkey. And once again, if there's no shake, I just invite you to explore a range of motion, meaning rise up slowly through the knees and roll back down slowly, keeping that range of motion in your legs, slow and micro, really micro movements. So shaky hanging monkey, we won't be here long because we're transitioning back to our down dog and our hands and knees, where the floor is going to support us to activate the shake. So bending into your knees, starting to let your hands walk forward into a downward facing dog. And just taking one deep breath here. Maybe this is your opportunity for stillness, or maybe this is where your tremor mechanism switches on. So bend into your knees and allow that inner vibration to come through as you slowly bend and stretch in the knees. If you've been shaking this whole time, this could be a lovely moment of stillness. You can relax through the jaw. You can really let go and feel into the grounding. Let us all transition to our hands and knees, back in our tabletop position where we're going to bend through the elbows. It's as if your heart space is melting towards the floor, and we're going to bend through the elbows, melting towards the floor, and then slowly rise up out of the elbows And notice if there's some kind of quiver, tremor, shake that switches on. It might start in the sacrum, that bony wedge at the base of your spine. It might be in the legs, the pelvis, or the arms. Explore this shaky tabletop position with that range of motion moving through the elbows, bending towards the floor, melting towards Mother Gaia's heart as you start to slowly rise up out of the elbows. Notice the subtle sensations that are appearing. You can also go down onto your forearms if it's a bit much for your wrists. And if you are down on your forearms, maybe widen your knees and just start to draw the hips back slightly. And feel into this shape. It's more like a crouching tiger. So we've got shaky tabletop, like a shaky cat-cow, perhaps, or shaky crouching tiger. Just holding in the shape, or whichever one is more resonant for you, as you explore the body. So maybe you lift your shoulders up to your ears and hold everything as if you're activating those muscles, and then relaxing everything and just letting it all soften. And breathe. And if you've been shaking this whole time, I encourage you to have a rest in a child's pose. It's really good to stop and self-regulate. Allow the natural rhythm of breath to come through as you rest in a child's pose. Child's pose, knees together, hands by the side, forehead pressing into the floor, or whichever version feels good on your body. So 2 options. We're either resting in a child's pose, self-regulating, or we're still shaking in our tabletop cat-cow or our crouching tiger pose. The whole time, you're just being curious and following the sensations in your body. The body is such an intelligent vessel. And we create the space for the release to unfold, for the emotion to come through, for the tremor to switch on. And this is us actually getting out of the way and allowing that wisdom of the body to activate. And so another handful of breath wherever you are, following the motions and rhythms of your body. Energy works in S-like shapes, circles, rocking motions. So from the shaking, there could be swaying or rippling, curvy-like movements. And all of it is welcome in the name of recalibration, nervous system hygiene. So I invite you now to start to make your way lying on your back. Find your path of least resistance. As you lay supine on your mat now, knees are bent, soles of feet are pressing into the floor. Your spine is resting on your mat, your whole body lying here, pressing the feet into the mat. Place your awareness on your sacrum, that bony triangular wedge at the base of your spine. Start to peel that wedge, the sacrum, off the mat and curling, lifting towards the sky, your pelvis. And then ever so slowly, in those very micro movements, start to lower your pelvis back down to the mat. Keep exploring this movement of lifting and lowering the pelvis until you find your shaking station. Just really being mindful as you move slowly, really relaxing your whole body and placing that presence on the pelvis, the sacrum, that beautiful energy center that is below the belly button. Keep breathing, softening, and noticing this area of the shake as we lay here in shaky bridge pose. We have time here to explore the shake, so really tuning in. There's so many things happening on so many layers. The body is a vessel of the subconscious, that patterns and beliefs that rule our lives. The body knows it's time to let go of and is very cleverly unweaving that which does not need to be in our lives. So even if you can't feel very much in your physical body, something happening, trust that it is happening on a greater level. No matter how your shake looks or feels, keep that intention of trust and softening. Maybe the shoulders lift up, maybe the chest curls, the head hangs back, and then you let that all go and release. Maybe the legs have started to get involved. You can also bend your elbows and send your hands up to the sky, relaxing your wrists, and notice how that feels in shaky bridge pose. Keep shaking and bringing awareness to the tremor. Maybe the whole body is rocking or sliding back and forth. How much more can you surrender and open yourself to receive? And as we're shaking here, can you have that sense of all your atoms, your cells, opening up now, like a meadow of flowers, releasing and receiving, releasing stagnant energy, receiving radiant, illumined light into each cell. Whatever your experience is, perhaps you're releasing emotions, sensations, sounds. It's all whole, perfect, and complete for the way your healing needed to unfold today. This is the moment. This is the only moment. Can you drop into the eternal now and just be? Be with what is. To lift the soles of the feet up towards the sky, the hands as well. Like a bug lying on its back, shaky bug pose. Here, going into shaky butterfly. So the soles of your feet come together, your knees are to either side, making a diamond with your legs, or a butterfly shape with the legs, the knees being the butterfly wings. Continue the shake through the groin by bringing the knees up towards themselves so slowly, like wings of the butterfly, and then releasing the legs back down. And just allow yourself to be in the shaky motions of what is being presented to you. The spinal shaking shape. So if you prefer shaky bridge pose or shaky bug, you're welcome to stay there. Or shaky butterfly is now on offer. Keep breathing. Shoulders want to lift them up, curl them up, round through your chest, hold, and then let go. Your body is so intelligent. There's nothing you need to do except give it space so that it can heal what needs to be healed. This is our final 5 breaths in our shaky pose, whichever pose you have chosen. Final 5 deep conscious breaths. And start to let go of the tremor. Start to thank your body for this innate healing. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug of the knees. Rock your legs from side to side. Might feel nice through the lower back. Nice release. It might feel nice to curl up into a ball, lifting the shoulders and bringing the head, the forehead towards the knees. And it also might feel nice to stretch like a cat stretches. We call this pandiculation. Stretching maybe on one side, rolling onto your side, bending one knee, like lengthening out of the hip joints, out of the lower back. And then bending the other knee and rolling onto the other side and feeling into that. And as you take one big stretch, stretching from the feet to the hands, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then start to melt and soften and make yourself comfortable for this final resting and integration pose. So you'll be lying on your back. Maybe you'll have a bolster under your knees. Maybe a blanket over you. Eye pillow if you have. Whatever it is that will keep you warm. Whatever it is that will support you as we integrate this pose. This is your time to take those comforts with you into your final resting and integration pose. Allowing your spine to rest on the mat. Allowing all those residual tremors to now release. Thanking your body for the shake. Just allowing yourself to rest and receive. This is how we integrate with stillness. Sensing now that you have your own healing chamber. What does this healing chamber look like, feel like? This healing chamber that is specifically yours to integrate in. Witness yourself inside your healing chamber now. In the most beautiful setting, the most nourishing setting for your body to receive this integration in your healing chamber. You have beautiful beings of light that are here to support you. Souls have given permission to be in your own beautiful healing chamber. In your healing chamber now, going to recalibrate your left side body and your right side body. So you are receiving now beautiful recalibration of your body. This beautiful healing chamber. beings of light are here holding the highest frequencies for your nervous system to fully come into coherence, so that your heart and your mind moving in the most beautiful rhythm and there's a beautiful iridescent white light coming in now, wash over your whole body, cleansing your whole body, nourishing your whole body, sweeping motion, washing over you. Beautiful iridescent white crystal light gifted to us from the beautiful Lemurian Council of Light. Receiving here, beautiful soul, this integration which is almost complete. Beautiful Lyran avian beings are doing the final recalibration and resetting now. Left side body, right side body, balance. nervous system recalibrated, equilibrium moving through the body now. It's now time to bring awareness to your breath. Start to breathe deeply. Each inhale, each exhale will be grounding you in your body. It's now time to leave your healing chamber, to come back to your own space, your own body. And as you come back to this moment, start to gently unfold back to your own surroundings. Feel the weight of your body resting on your mat. And start to invite some gentle movement back into your body. Lengthen, stretch, taking a full awakening breath into your body now. And in your own time, rolling off onto your side to pause in a fetal position. As you pause in your fetal position, this is a time for self-appreciation. Thanking yourself for making it to your practice today. Thanking yourself for receiving this practice today. Pressing your palms into the earth now, using your arms as a support. Make your way into a comfortable seat, just as we began. Take that movement as a symbolism of rebirth, leaving the old behind and moving into this new version of self. As you take your comfortable seat, notice now what is different for you. Notice what is available for you now. What has shifted? And taking this into your heart, bringing your prayer hands up to your heart space, connecting to this fresh sense of self, this new version. Bowing your chin as a gesture of infinite gratitude. Thanking your body for supporting you through this practice. And thanking all those beings that guided us today and held us in this beautiful space of healing. And honoring yourself with so much love for bringing your body, your physical vessel, your body temple, and your energy body into coherence. And co-creating from this space, there is only love. It's been an absolute honor and a joy to hold space for you today and to share this modality. Thank you from the fullness of my true radiant heart. And I'd like to end with the Sanskrit words Om Shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. Thank you and namaste.